He walked into the office that morning, the weight of the world pressing down on his shoulders like an invisible chain. His briefcase felt heavier than usual, not with documents or paperwork, but with the exhaustion of sleepless nights and a heart that carried more responsibility than most men his age could imagine. Jake was a single father, raising his 6-year-old daughter, Emma, after a divorce that had left scars deeper than anyone could see. Every morning, he kissed her tiny forehead, whispered a promise that he would always be there, and left for a world that didn't always make room for people like him. The elevator ride up was quiet, almost too quiet. He could hear the faint echo of his own heartbeat, a steady drum of persistence against a rhythm of doubt that had followed him for months. Today, his boss, Mr. Caldwell, a man known for his sharp words and sharper eyes, had scheduled a private meeting. Jake knew what this usually meant: a warning, a reprimand, maybe even the suggestion that he wasn't suited for the role he'd fought so hard to earn. "You shouldn't be here," Caldwell's voice cut through the tension like ice. "You should go." The words hit Jake harder than he expected. But it wasn't just the words, it was the look, the dismissive shrug, the way they seemed to strip him of every ounce of dignity he had left. Jake's mind raced, 1,000 different ways to justify himself, to explain why he showed up every day exhausted, yet committed. But instead of arguing, he stayed calm, holding on to a fragile hope that perhaps, beneath the harsh exterior, there was still a chance to be seen. He left the office, head down, heart heavy, walking the streets as if the city itself mirrored his inner turmoil. The gray sky matched the gray of his thoughts. He wondered if he was failing Emma, if he was failing at being the man who could protect her from the world's cruelties. And then, as he walked past a small park, he saw a boy about Emma's age struggling to climb a jungle gym, crying out for help. Without hesitation, Jake rushed over, hoisted the boy up, and felt a strange surge of warmth spread through him. For a moment, the weight of his failures lifted, replaced by a small, perfect triumph. That evening, when he returned home, Emma ran into his arms, her laughter a balm to his wounded spirit. She didn't care about the reprimands, the long hours, or the exhaustion that clouded his eyes. She only cared about her dad being there, being steady, being present. And in that moment, Jake realized something profound: the world might tell him he wasn't enough, but Emma's love was proof that he was already everything that mattered. Over the following weeks, Jake faced Caldwell again and again. The tension between them seemed unbridgeable. But instead of shrinking, Jake began to find strength in small acts, staying late to perfect a report, mentoring a new intern, offering encouragement where it was needed. His diligence didn't go unnoticed. Slowly, the office began to shift around him. Colleagues who had once doubted him now came seeking advice. The intern he helped succeeded and brought recognition to the team. And in the quiet corners of the office, Jake found something he hadn't realized he was missing: respect earned not through title or authority, but through unwavering integrity. One rainy afternoon, Caldwell called Jake back into his office. Jake's chest tightened, anticipating the usual criticism. But this time, something was different. Caldwell looked at him not with scorn, but with a reluctant admiration. "I underestimated you," he said. "I thought you couldn't handle this. But you've proven me wrong." Jake felt a rush of emotions: relief, vindication, gratitude. And yet, he didn't gloat. Instead, he nodded quietly, acknowledging not just the moment, but the long, painful journey that had brought him here. The triumph wasn't just about winning over a difficult boss or proving his worth in the office. It was about the transformation within himself. Jake realized that adversity could either break a person or forge them into someone stronger. He chose strength. He chose perseverance. He chose to be the father Emma needed and the man he knew he could be. Months passed, and life slowly began to feel lighter. Emma's laughter filled the apartment each morning, a reminder that love and determination could weather any storm. Jake's career flourished, not because he had conformed to expectations, but because he had remained true to himself, standing firm even when others doubted him. And through it all, he learned a truth that many spend a lifetime searching for: the measure of a person is not in the ease of their journey, but in the courage they show when the road is hardest. One evening, as Jake watched Emma fall asleep, he whispered a promise he had long kept: "No matter what the world says, we'll always have each other." And that's enough. And that promise was more than just words. It was a testament to resilience, to the power of love, and to the unwavering strength of a parent who refuses to give up. This story is a reminder that life will test you, sometimes in ways that feel unbearable. People may doubt you, doors may close, and the path may seem impossible. But courage, kindness, and steadfast love, especially for those we hold dear, can move mountains. The single father who once felt invisible became a hero not in the eyes of the world, but in the heart of one little girl, and ultimately, in his own eyes as well. So, to anyone watching this today, remember, the challenges you face do not define you. The moments you feel pushed aside are opportunities to rise. Stay true to yourself, love fiercely, persevere relentlessly, and you will find your way. Your story matters. Your strength matters. And just like Jake, you have the power to turn every "you shouldn't be here" into a declaration that, yes, you belong, and you will thrive. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, because together, we celebrate the courage and kindness that make ordinary people into heroes every single day.